Hey, what's going on, everybody? Samuel Akem here, and I'm back with another one. And you guys know what this is. Big Sky champs, baby. Cat Griz champs, baby. State champs, whatever you want to call it. Brawl of the Wild, Battle of the Brawl. Y'all know what it is. 10-1 Montana Grizzlies are sitting at the top of the FCS. Nah, let's not say that yet. Montana Grizzlies are sitting at the top of the Big Sky world right now. Coach Hout got the job done. RTD has officially cashed in. The return to dominance is here. The evil empire in the north is here. Playoffs are about to begin. Not for the Griz because they have a bye. So they play their first game December 2nd under the lights at Griz. It's going to be freaking awesome. But today we're going to be breaking down Cat Griz. It was an awesome game. If you weren't there, I feel sorry for you because this was truly amazing. It was a sight to see. It was a special moment for Coach Hout. It was a special moment for this team who had faced some adversity early on in the season. You know, they were trying to find an identity offensively, defensively. I feel like under the Hout era, at least this last stint, besides maybe 2018, I feel like the Griz have had defense. You know, when you're playing a Coach Hout team, you're going to be playing against a good defense, one way or another. They're going to be able to stop the run. They're going to be able to stop the pass. They're going to be pretty decent on defense. They have a really good defense this year, probably one of the best ones they've had since Hout has been back. I don't know, you'd have to check the numbers on that. I know 2021 was really good, and 2019 was fairly good as well. But maybe not 2019 and 2018, but 2021 was a really good defense. Man. The Griz are on the top of the world. I got some good film for you guys today. We're going to be looking at an all 22 cut up of the whole game. Not all the whole game. We're going to be looking at a lot of the clips I like. But because it's all 2022 film, I'm going to have a little bit more to break down because we do have end zone shots as well. So I appreciate you guys for tapping in. I appreciate you guys viewing the video today. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Leave a comment. Let me know how you guys like this content. Let me know what you guys would want to see next. But we're going to get straight into it, man. I'm just so excited. I'm so happy. It was a big week of talk from each side, as you expect for the Brawl of the Wild. Cats fans were talking, Griz fans were talking. The Griz got the last word. If you guys are on Twitter, you know all about that. Brent, Keenan, myself. I'm going to dial it back because I had a lot of words to get off my chest. You know, I don't say too much to the critics all the time in terms of pettiness. But my petty was on an all-time high on Saturday. I'll tell you that right now. I had to get it off my chest. I had to say what I had to say, and that's what it was. But we're gonna break this game down. We're gonna get right into the film. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Okay, the Griz started on offense here, and they're gonna be in this 2x2 set, tight end attached in a hit formation. Let's see what we got. Started off with a run to Eli, and he's going to get about 4 yards out of it. Let's go to the end zone view. Man, I'll say this. So Eli did a really good job this whole game. I mean, especially in the first quarter and in the first half in general. He did a really good job of, you know, turning maybe minimal gains into 3 or 4, getting something out of it. There were many times, and if you were at the game, if you even watched it on TV, you know that, there were many times where, you know, the Cats defense had Eli for maybe a loss of yardage or maybe a gain of 1, 2 maybe, but Eli did a really good job of when maybe there wasn't too much there. I think he only ended the game with like 40, 50, maybe 60 maximum rushing yards, but he did a really good job of when there was nothing there, he's going to get something, whether it be a yard, get back to the line of scrimmage, get 2 yards, 3 yards. You'll see it throughout this cut up because I'm going to show you some of the best ones that I saw, but he did a really good job of that. I thought it was awesome. We got this second down play here. Gonna run this spot concept at the bottom. Gonna try to run what looks to be a slant and in concept up top. Junior on the quick slant. Keelan on a box route up top. Box or 5-yard in. He tries to hit Junior on this slant. They're not able to connect on it. Good play by number 8. Good play by number 8. So we got the first third down here. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe the Griz ran a curl concept. You got Montana State in a 1 high right now. 1 high safety here. This definitely looks like man pre-snap. We'll see what it turns into after snap. But as you see, this corner's looking into the quarterback. This quarterback's looking at his man. I suspect this corner might be bailing. This might be some type of cover 3. Yeah, if you look pre-snap, look at the corners. So this is we're gonna get cover 3, and that works out perfectly for the curl concept that they're running. So if you watch, so here you have Schaefer going on an OTB, or a lot of times it's called a Hank route, which is over the ball. In this curl concept over here, this would be considered a Hank route or OTB. He's sitting basically at the sticks. I think it's about 8 to 10 yards where you want to sit. You have Junior, who was the number 2 receiver, the number 2 receiver. He went out into a flat route to influence this corner or safety. I think it's a nickel playing curl to flats. And then you have Keelan coming behind him on the curl. He really had either side if he wanted to work. I honestly think Keelan's side is a little more clean than this side over here, but you have the running back Eli pushing into the flats from I think he's checking protection. He might be not checking protection, he might just be getting straight into his route, but he kind of looks like he's checking for protection and then getting out into the flats. And you got Aaron coming right behind him on a curl. Pretty good route, good catch by Aaron, and it's a good completion on 3rd down. The Griz were 7 of 14 on 3rd down during this game, so just right at 50%. And I think they were good on all the 3rd downs that they needed to be. Look at Clifton in the pocket. He has to push up in the pocket a little bit. He gets pressure on the outside, but he does a good job of not just, trashing the play and running, which, some quarterbacks will do instead of still looking downfield. He knows the receivers are going to finish their routes, and he knows that based on this zone, based on how the picture's looking, he knows Aaron should show up behind right here in this zone, right where he did. He got the ball to him. Aaron made a good catch, and it's a 1st down for the Griz. Gonna look at the end zone view here. You got the OTB here. Look, they get pressure from number 11 and Greeby on the outside. He just moves up slightly, doesn't panic, puts the ball out there. Aaron makes the catch, and it's a 1st down for the Griz. Great play. So this is a nice little completion here. This is something that I broke this down during the Idaho game. They had ran this against Idaho. Idaho was a team that liked to run a lot of quarters. You're going to get Montana State in a quarters defense here. So when I say quarters, I love that we have the all 22 because we got a way better view of it now. So a quarter of the field, he's playing a quarter. This safety's playing a quarter. This safety's playing a quarter. And this safety's playing a quarter. And you got the tight end is running a spot concept. It's zone. That's why he's sitting down. I think when Aaron had ran it earlier in the season, he might have broke away, but because that linebacker was right there, we're not going to talk about that right now. It's zone, so Schaefer's going to sit it down right in that zone. If it would have been man, he would have separated and worked back this way to move that linebacker out of the window. But in this concept over here, you're working Schaefer to Aaron. So you go to Schaefer. If he's covered up, you go to Aaron, who's showing up right out behind that window. You see how this linebacker's triggering on that spot route. He's triggering because Clifton threw it. But if he would have triggered sooner than that, and you would have had this window open behind him, that's the high-low you're trying to work. That's the little 1-2 punch you're trying to work when he works this side of the field. Great concept, great play on 1st down, got about 6 out of it. That's really important. We're not going to look at this end zone view. We're just going to go to the next play. But one thing I wanted to say was being good on 1st down, not just against the Cats, but against any team, to run a good, efficient offense is very important. I think the Griz were very good on 1st down, whether it be getting 4, on this play getting 5 or 6. I think a lot of times, especially during this first drive, to get momentum going, that was something that the Griz were not able to do a lot going early on in the season, was get momentum going offensively, getting an offensive rhythm. It helps Coach Pease as the play caller getting a rhythm. It helps the receivers as ball catchers and running backs as ball carriers to get in a good rhythm, and it helps Clifton as a guy running the whole show to get in a rhythm. It's just super important that you get those easy completions going on early, those easy runs, get those easy blocks. It just works out for everybody. It works out for everybody, and it's advantageous for everybody. Good play by the Griz on 1st down to get about 5, and it'll be 2nd and 6. 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Got what looks like to be a safety blitz here on the outside. It looks to be a man blitz just because of the way. Yeah, so it's going to be a man blitz by the safety. You got man because you look at the man here. He's bailing, but he's really man, and you got one high safety over top. So you got the man blitz on the outside. Clifton does a good job of. So on this read, Clifton, I believe, is pulling it, but he's really reading Greeby here. You're not reading it for the blitz. The blitz is an unblocked man. He's not in the block scheme. he's not accounted for. So when Clifton reads this, he's reading it to pull it, and he's supposed to come out here and come around the edge. So he's really reading Greeby, but they bring an extra man on the blitz. So he pulls it. He's initially supposed to come towards Ort, who's a Sentinel guy, Missoula guy. He's initially, I believe, supposed to come out this way on this read, but the blitzer shows up, he pivots, and just goes straight upfield behind Eli and gets a first down out of it. It's a really good play by him, but that's just some of the things that can change, and I think it was good by good by Clifton to think on his feet during this play, because he is, look at his eyes. He's really looking at here, but you have the safety here. So he realizes, I can't go that way. Let me just run. And, he really already has a window right here. I mean, there's a wide open window right there. Who wouldn't like to? I mean, it honestly seems like if he would have handed it to Eli would have been able to get something healthy out of this run as well. But Clifton keeps it. The blitzer's not able to get there fast enough, and it's a first down for the Griz on second and 4. Good play. So you're going to get this RPO here. They're running that slant box combo, 5-yard box combo at the top again. You got the slant by Junior. Junior's slant is meant to hold this guy. So like if Junior were able to get inside of him, you'd want him to run that route underneath that guy so that he holds it so he doesn't get inside of this route on the outside. But the run influences him, so he bites down for the run, and that opens up the window for Keelan on the outside. Good ball, good recognition by Clifton. Another thing I wanted to point out is this is probably something that Clifton, most likely, I'm not in the locker room. I haven't talked to Clifton about this. I haven't talked to any of the coaches about this. But Clifton probably decided he was going to throw this pre-snap. And I say that because his back is turned. He can't even see back there. But pre-snap, he can see that this corner looks like he's about to bail. That's what you can see. You can see that this corner's about to bail. Clifton knows he has this RPO attached to this run play. So he's turning his back on the RPO, knowing that he's just turning back, flipping back, throwing that to Keelan. That's 11 yards on first down. Another first down during this drive. A great play. So this is going to be one of those runs that I was talking about. One of the runs where I say there's not much there. There wasn't much there to begin with. The Cat D-line, which is probably the best part of their defense, their D-line, their front seven, really their D-line. I mean, their linebackers are good, but it's really about their D-line. But they're really good, and they're going to get some good push on us up front here. And, Eli's kind of stopped. He doesn't really have much, but he doesn't give up. I mean, this is awesome. And it's nothing drastic. We're going to go to the end zone view. It's nothing drastic. He gets about a yard out of this. But it could have been a loss of down. It could have been a tackle for loss. Like right here, tackle for loss. Right here, that's a tackle for loss. But he puts his head down and gets a yard out of it. That is freaking great. That is great. It might mean nothing to you guys, but 2nd and 9 is much better than 2nd and 11. This game of football is a game of inches. Every inch matters. Every little yard that you can gain or not lose is matters, and it's important. Okay, so I want you guys to look at this formation. We got 4-by-0 here. So you got 3 receivers and a tight end on this side. We're in 11 personnel, and you have nobody over here. You have the running back on this side, but I'm gonna call this 4-by-0. I really think that they were trying to get as many bodies on this side of the field as possible, so that they can run either the counter backside, they can run this zone read on the backside, they can get Clifton and Eli on the backside where you got corners and safeties trying to tackle them instead of linebackers and D linemen. But one thing to notice pre-snap about this, as a defense, as anybody who's paying attention to film, anybody who's watching football, if you look here, Aaron is covering up Keelan. Keelan cannot run a route. Aaron can run a route. Junior can run a route. This guy can run a route, but Keelan can't run a route because he's covered up. So if you notice pre-snap, I don't know if you can see it, Keelan checks with he's going to check with the guy, letting him know I'm on. So that means he's covered up. He can't run a route. I don't know if the defense is thinking about that, but I wouldn't even cover him. As a defense, then you're like, we don't need to cover him because he's covered up. He's not going to he can't run a route. All he can do is block. If he does run a route, that's a legal man downfield. So, that's just some of the nuances about offense that you pay attention to when you've played the game for a long time, when you've noticed things like that. But that's just something that I wanted to point out. I was breaking down this film. I was watching the game back yesterday, breaking down this film, and I saw this and I was like, they're running it. Obviously I was at the game, so obviously I saw the game, but I like to watch it back because I get more things that I pick up on when I'm able to watch it back in a slower fashion. But I saw that and immediately knew it was going to be a run. But here you go. You're going to get this run on the outside. And like I've been saying, like I was saying about Eli during this game, he's just going to turn really nothing into something. So you got this read. They run a stunt here. Greeby and I believe that's number 95 or number 96. I don't know exactly who. But this guy's going to come upfield. Really, Clifton is wanting to read number 10. I think Clifton handed this off because number 10 went in like that at the snap. So him thinking that's his in man on the line of scrimmage, that being his read, he's going to hand it off to Eli because he's really, when this guy crashes on this type of read, that's when he's handing it off because you got Eli coming around the edge. When this guy comes up field like this, which ended up being the D tackle instead of the D end, you'd want to pull it because he's going to take the runner and Clifton's going to go right behind him, behind these two pullers and go into open space. I think they got him with the stunt. Montana called a good stunt right here that got Clifton confused, but I commend Eli for being able to turn it into something positive and make a good play out of it. Broken tackle, another broken tackle, another broken tackle, and I think he got maybe 2 yards out of it. But if you look at where he was pre-snap, if you look at where he was right when the ball was snapped, I mean, 95 it is. They got him dead to rights. That's it right there. But you see Clifton is originally reading number 10. So I think he saw number 10 go down like this and decided he was going to hand it. And Eli does the rest. Great pay by Eli. I mean, terrible tackling by Montana State. We're going to run this next play. Every time we watch a game, and every time I break down a game, and, it seems like the other team can't tackle. It's like Northern Colorado, they can't tackle. Northern Colorado's not a great team anyway, but it seemed like they can tackle. Then we play Sac State. It seems like they had a horrible tackling game. We play Portland State. It seems like they had a bad tackling game. But then we play Montana State, who has a fairly good defense, one of the top-rated defenses in the Big Sky, one of the higher-rated defenses in the country, and it just seems like they couldn't tackle. I'm starting to think that these teams aren't bad tackling teams. It's just that Montana State or Montana is good at making teams look that way by breaking tackles, by getting open, So I believe you get a mesh concept here on this play. Aaron's tight to the line of scrimmage. You're going to get this mesh here with the OTB by Keelan, and Clifton just going to scramble. He gets pressure immediately. So let's look here. You got the mesh. Number 11 puts a really good move on our guard. Great move by him. Good job. You got us. But Clifton sees it immediately and does not waste any time. Gets out and gets the first down on third down. Big play. We're right about to get into field goal. I don't even know if we're in field goal range here. We're right about to get into field goal range. We're close to the red zone. And, this is a big 3rd and 6. Needed to keep the drive going. This is the first drive of the game. We started off with the ball. You want good things to happen here. You got the mesh going on the inside. You got Junior on the corner up top. You're swinging Eli out on the swing route, but we get pressure early. I think you really would have been looking at Aaron here. No, you probably would have hit Eli. I mean, Eli, gosh. Eli's got nothing but green grass, but he doesn't even get any time to break it down. As soon as he's about to start making his reads, he has to scramble. So he scrambles out and he gets the first down on it. Great play. I just want to see this rush by number 11 because it was really good. I thought this was a really good rush. Good move by him. Good hands work. Love my Griz, but man, that's a good rush. Gets pressure on Clifton. Clifton gets out the pocket, keeps his feet, and first down for the Griz. Great play. So after a couple of runs, we're going to get a 3rd and 3 right here. And we're going to have some trouble, potentially some trouble. But hustling to the ball is going to save us. So you're going to run this quarterback power right here, right down their throat. Clifton, just like Eli, they get some heat in our face at the start of this play, but Clifton's really going to turn it into something. Good job by number 69 to continue to work. He's kind of getting beat up right here on the inside, but he doesn't give up and just keeps him sealed off from getting to Clifton. Clifton turns it into something, but his ball security is going to get him right here. So let's go to the end zone view. Good right there. Ball's a little lackadaisical. Number 8 put his helmet right on the ball, but Nick gets it back. So they're going to give us the ball back for the first down. Griz got the ball for the first down. 41 ended up coming up with it, and they ended up pointing it for a first down. When they looked at the review, Nick had it first. Number 41 just came when he was on the ground already and ripped it out of his hand. So Griz ball still. So we got 2 high shell here. Looks like man. Definitely man. Not sure what safety up here is playing on, but we're going to run it. And once again, they have Eli dead to rights. So it looks like we're running this. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you would count this as like counter or what. But you got some RPOs on the outside. You got this quick out concept on the outside, but it's man, so you're probably not looking at that. You're handing it straight to Eli, and they got Eli dead to rights, but he turns it into something. Turns it into a great play and gets the Griz inside the 5. So let's see it here. Stopped, but he keeps working. There we go. You see Clifton put his hands up. He thought it was going to be a touchdown. It wasn't. Griz are inside the 5, and now is when the Griz are going to get in the end zone. This was a great play by Eli. Great play by Eli. The way he set this up. Okay, let's watch this real quick. Watch how Eli presses this hole until he has no space to go left. Watch how that makes this D lineman want to swim back inside, want to force his way back inside to make this tackle. And watch how this draws this linebacker so far down that he can't recover. This was a great play. Watch how Eli does this. Eli's going to press the hole, presses it. 41 commits. He gets himself down in there to where he can't commit, to where he can't recover. And then Eli does the rest with the spin, gets in the end zone. Great play by Eli. Great play by Eli. This was a great play. This was awesome. Let's watch it. So he presses the hole. 41 commits. He bounces it outside to the hole where he knew he was going. The thing that I think is great about this is because Eli, and this is what makes Eli such a good running back. I've noticed he does this all season. I mentioned it a couple weeks ago in the Sac State game that, he's really jump cutting in holes very well. He knew this whole time that he wanted to end up on the outside of AJ, but he did a good job of setting it up to make it look like he wanted to hit this right down the pipe until he didn't. But see how that influences the D lineman. Watch this D lineman. Watch this D lineman. He pulls AJ to the side. He's like, oh, and then he's wrong. He's wrong. Great play there. And the spin move. Get in the end zone. Touchdown, Griz. Great play. I thought that was awesome. It's the little things. This team has done a lot of the little things right this year, and it is made for big success for them. Big success. Okay. So we got Montana State's first offensive drive of the game. They ended up only getting 7 points throughout the game, so that means our defense played a really good game. But I also don't think this is not a knock against Montana State. I mean, they have a really good run game. Their RPO game and their zone read game and the different ways they're able to hit the run game are very good. But if you stop that, their offense is not that creative. A lot of their pass game is predicated on hitting fades, inside fades, outside fades. There's not a lot of creativity in their offense, and you'll see it as we break this game down, but there's just not a lot of creativity that comes from this offense. It's just not a lot of creativity. I'll say that. In the pass game, the offense run game, it's creative. I'll say in the pass game, there's not a lot of creativity in their pass concepts. It just seems like they're trying to beat man coverage or hit a guy deep and hit a deep shot, hit a 50-50 ball. A lot of the passes that they threw up in this game were a lot of 50-50 balls, and our team hasn't given up a lot of those this year. So that's just not going to bode well for you when you predicate it on that. This is a great play by Flink. First off, good play by Levi to force the handoff. Just in case they're doing a boot, rollout, anything like that to start the game. And then Flink shows up. I think their O-line did a decent job of getting good push on this play. I mean, they're moving guys over there, but you got you got Flink containing the edge, and he's going to make that tackle. We don't miss a lot of tackles. I think that's what separates us from a lot of defenses, is that the Griz don't. Look at Flink set the edge. They got a pretty decent push here on the front side, but Flink sets the edge. There's a small window here, and you got Ryder behind him as well. And Flink's going to make that tackle. Great tackle for them. Great tackle for him. Great tackle. Great play. You got pre-snap motion. They're in, I think it's 11, but I think there's 2 tight ends, so it might be 12. They're in 12 personnel. So you got 2, unless that's a receiver. So yeah, they're in 11 personnel. And Tommy is going to pull this here. Tommy's going to pull this here, and he's going to try to get the edge. Really, it's the right read because our end comes down. So Tommy's going to pull that and try to get the edge, but just the pursuit. And I've talked about it all year. If you guys have been following this channel, I've talked about the pursuit of the Griz. They work it every day. I promise you, pursuit drill is done every day at practice, unless Coach Alk is feeling nice, and he's not feeling nice most days. So they're doing pursuit drill almost every day, and this is why you do it. Tommy is a fast guy. I had spoke about this last week. Tommy getting out on those edges, on those zone reads is going to be a problem for any team that they play. But if our defense is able to stop that, as our defense is able to neutralize that, it should be a good game for the Griz. It was a good game for the Griz, and I think part of that is because of this. Look how they're going to pursue. He gets 2 or 3 yards, but a lot of times when Tommy and the Bobcats do this, this turns into 15, 20 yards. I've broken down games this year where this play has been 15 to 20 yards minimum. I mean, they're just really good at it. He knows how to run it. His mesh reads, his mesh point with the reads are very good. He holds it until he doesn't have to anymore. I just think he's a good player. I think he knows how to run this offense very well. Like, look at this mesh point. The running back thinks he has it. And that's why Levi here is committing. This is who Tommy's reading. So he goes down and crashes, and he's going to pull it. But the pursuit of the Griz, and you got TC out there defeating his block. Great play by the Griz. Great play. Here, you're going to get the first of their third down plays. It's going to be like 3rd and 7 for the Cats on their first third down. They're going to try to hit this deep shot. They're going to catch the Griz in man. So if you look at pre-snap picture, you got man, one high safety, man, man, man. But truthfully as well, I think Ryder might have been playing on like the running. I think he might have been keying on the running back because he's so low. So I think Ryder is really playing on the running back. Once the running back pass protects, then that's when he goes into a hook, a one high maybe, or something like that. But also, I wanted to talk about the Montana State offense. I'm not their offensive coordinator. I don't aspire to be their offensive coordinator. But I noticed him taking this deep shot, and he had 2 short routes. And it's like every time they get in a 3rd down or a 4th down situation, there was no offensive creativity. It was, okay, we're going to send a guy on a slot fade. A lot of times it was a slot fade. I don't even think they threw any outside fades, but we're going to send this guy on a slot fade, and hopefully he comes down with a 50-50 catch. Like I said, like, the Montana defense has not given up a ton of those throughout the season. So for them to come into this game and think that that's going to be their point of success in the pass game, it just, I mean, they were 4 for 16 for passing, and they were 0 for 3 in the first half. So if that tells you anything about their offense, the pass game creativity, about any of it, I mean, that just shows a big hole to me. But even take it further. You're taking this slot fade on 3rd and 7, which we haven't given up a lot of. If you want to look at the numbers, the numbers will tell you that. But you have these 2 guys on these short 5-yard routes that are wide open. Why not take those, allow them to run after they catch and get you the first down? I don't know. He also has pressure in his face, so I don't know if he can see that. Gub's going to win here on this tackle. I mean, on this guard. I don't know if the running back wanted to help him or not, but Gub won, put a little pressure on, and it's good coverage by Fouch. Great play. Great play. Let's watch the rush here by Gub. Watch the rush here. Gub is right here. Hard to miss. Biggest guy on the field. Let's watch him rush. He's going to win. Good hand work. Get there. Looks like he affected the throw a little bit. I mean, 86 couldn't get there. Great play. Good coverage by Nash. Okay. The Griz are back on offense, and let's see what they got cooking up. Gonna run this play on the outside to Eli. And man, this is exactly what I was talking about. So the Griz are gonna run this rush to the outside, and 30 is gonna shoot the gap here. Number 30, the state linebacker, is gonna shoot the gap, almost get a tackle. I mean, they got Eli here. They got him. But he is just not gonna give up, and he gets like 2 yards out of it. It may seem like nothing. Obviously, you want 4 to 5 on first down. But him getting 2 yards when it rightfully should have been a tackle for loss, if you're talking about from Montana State standpoint, is freaking great. It's freaking great. Now you got 2nd and 8. Could have been 2nd and 12, 2nd and 11, and you're in it. I mean, especially when you have Clifton, who is determined to turn nothing into something every play. I mean, you always have a chance. Keeping us ahead in the chains, or at least on top of things from that standpoint, is great. So you're going to run that same concept that you ran with Aaron Aaron and Schaefer down here to start the game. You're going to run it up top with Junior and Aaron over here. Aaron now is going to be on the spot route, and Junior is going to be on the in route, but it's the same concept. You're trying to influence that backer. You're trying to get the in route behind it, and Clifton wanted to wait. Clifton, you can tell Clifton's trying to wait for Junior to get open. This is great pass pro by our offensive line as well. I mean, this is awesome pass pro. Watch this right here. Watch our guard. So Montana State's going to run this stunt. This is something that I talked about again earlier in the season with Idaho's offensive line. Communication with the offensive line, keeping your shoulders square so that when they stunt like this, you're able to pick it up. Watch our guard pick that up. Watch our guard pick that up. I'm pretty sure this is a freshman or a sophomore. I don't exactly know. I'm pretty sure this is a young guy. And, you know, in the biggest moment of his life, in the biggest game of his life, you know, it's business as usual. Great pickup by him. It might seem like little. They're only bringing 4. We have 5. We should be good. But things like this, especially with young guys, can get them confused and can really cause problems for your offensive line and for your quarterback. But for him to pick that up and, you know, be there, this is great pass pro bar. This is great pass pro by our O-line. Great pass play by our O-line. Our O-line improved a lot throughout the season, and for them to finish the year off like this, I mean, awesome. Anyway, I think he was waiting for Junior to come open on the in route because there's a little window here, but you got to get around this linebacker. This linebacker just kept dropping. So Clifton eventually just took the spot route, and Aaron's going to get about 9 yards on second down. That's a first down. That's a great play. Let's watch this pass pro right here. Let's watch this pass pro. Let's watch the O-line work. Going to get the stunt on the outside. You got AJ here to pick it up from the right side for our right side guys. And then look at number 69. Just keep his shoulders square. Set. Keep your shoulders square. Know he's coming back. If somebody goes away from you, nope, there's a guy coming right back inside. Excuse me. And Clifton here just sitting back. You can tell he wanted Junior just by how long he waited because Aaron was open the whole time. Aaron ran the route. He's sitting in the zone. He's open the whole time. But Clifton, he waited, knew Aaron was there, and it's a first down. Great play by them. Great play by Clifton. Way to know your reads. Way to know who's where and what you got working for you. Great job. Great play. Gonna get a zone. Well, man. It's really man. Well, no. I'm gonna call this zone. It's hard to know. I mean, he's bailing, so I want to call it 3. But it's hard to know just based off of what everybody's doing. The safety's coming back down early on the snap. Got the RPO, and you're gonna hit the same slant box combo on the outside. So you got slant by number 2, box on the outside by Keelan. Great catch, and he's gonna get a first down. Great play on second down. Great play on second down. A lot of these times too is the Griz weren't even getting to third down situations, which is great. That shows that you're able to move the ball, you're being successful. But this is just a good read by Clifton, knowing what he's got on the outside, taking the easy money. You know, you got this run on, but if you're probably looking at your box numbers, looking at this safety coming down late, and you know these corners like to bail late, you got it. Easy money. Keelan's gonna do the rest and get the first down. Great play, Griz. Great play, Griz. Man. So I posted this clip on Twitter, but I think this is a great play. So you're going to get the post, front side, post. So this is 10 personnel. There's no tight ends on the field. You have 1 running back, 0 tight ends, 4 receivers, 10 personnel, 4 receivers. You got Aaron up top, Racanelli on the inside. You got Junior at number 2 down here, and Keelan at number 1 on the outside. You're going to run Keelan on a go route. A go route. He might have ran it in, but I think he ran a go route. Junior is going to run this deep over under the linebacker, under this weak side linebacker, over top of the strong side linebacker and nickel, and you're going to end up in this zone around here around 15, 20 yards. But State here is going to run quarters. So quarter, and this guy's going to be in a quarter. You're going to run these 2 front side receivers. You got Xavier here on a swing route. He's going to hold the flat defender if there is one so that he doesn't get in the window for the deep over. Junior is running the over. You got these 2 guys on the front side on post. Aaron's running a post front side. Racanelli's running a post front side. That should handle this high defender and this high defender to get them up out of there and open this window for Clifton and Junior to get the completion. We're going to let it play out. You got Junior under the backer, over the backer, 2 front side posts. Clifton has to work out of the pocket to create time for him. He gets a little pressure. He gets a little pressure on the inside. He's working out of the pocket. He knows Junior's working over there. Junior gets over there. Good ball, rolling to his left. He's rolling to his left. Got to get those shoulders around. Perfect ball on Aaron or Junior's face. And it's a big play for the Griz. Get them down in the red zone territory. Great play. Great play ball, coach. Great play call by Coach Pease. Just good everything by everybody. Awesome play. Great execution. Great execution. Let's watch it. Gets a little pressure. Goes to the left. Junior's looking. Knows he's got the space. And first down. You get a run by Osmo here. Easy inside zone. Inside the 5. And then you're going to get a run by Clifton. Another read. So he's reading the end once again. Clifton is reading the end once again. And this is kind of like the play earlier. He's reading this end here. This end crashes down. So he's going to pull it. But then once again, the safety shows up. So he's like, shoot, I'll just run past right behind Osmo. Osmo does a good job of recognizing and getting that block. And Clifton gets in the end zone. I think Osmo might have scored as well if you would have handed this to Osmo too. But great play by Clifton. Look, the end crashes. It's wide open for Clifton. He's like, oh, I'm going to run. And then he's like, wait, that safety showed up where I was going to run at. So I'm going to just hammer it in there. Zero doesn't want to make that tackle. Touchdown for the Griz. 14-0 lead for the Griz. And the Griz are rolling offensively and defensively. Montana State is going to get a good run here. By number 32, Julius Davis. They're going to get a run here by 32. Looks to be some type of inside zone. Split zone. Looks like a split zone type play. You got the tight end going back on a band block. But this play to me was as big as it was, all because of a missed tackle. I mean, like I said, this team doesn't miss many tackles. But when they do, you can get things like this. But it's a decent run for about 15 yards. Not a decent run. It's a good run. One of probably their best runs of the day. But this is a good run, and we just got to make this tackle. Griz got to make this tackle. Gub does a good job of getting upfield, making him cut back. Not enough, though. Gub got upfield, was winning his matchup. Gub won this matchup against this tackle, this center, and these guards all day. I mean, you'll see clips of him all day just tearing up their D-line, winning up front, just making big plays. Motion him inside. He's going to keep his feet running. Just a missed tackle. I mean, Flink will tell you. I'm not just saying this. Flink will tell you he probably should make this tackle. And he should. It's okay, though, because the cavalry's coming. Great pursuit. Good tackle. Now this, I think, was the Cats' biggest run of the day. I think this was the biggest run of the day. I think they got about 40 to 50 yards on this run. But just a good play. Gonna act like the motion. He's gonna act like they're running this option out to the right. Not even option, but they're acting like they're running this pitch play off to the right. But if you notice the line is blocking to the left. So you're acting like you're running the pitch to the right when really you plan the whole time on coming back to the left. Once again, Gub is winning that matchup, getting upfield, getting upfield through that center, but it's not enough. This is a play where there's no missed tackles. It's just they got it blocked up really well. They did a really good job blocking this play up, and it turned into a big play. Really big play. Good hustle by Corbin. Let's watch Corbin on this play. This is why you practice pursuit drill. I can't overstate this enough. This is why you practice pursuit drill. Corbin Walker is right here. Just watch him. Just watch him. Do you think he cares? Do you think he cares? Do you think that guy cares? I do. The film says so. Good play by the Cats to get down into red zone territory, but now you got to finish the job. They're going to put Sean Chambers in. He's going to make his first appearance of the game. Surprisingly enough, I mean, I don't know too much about Sean. I know Sean Chambers is a really powerful guy. I don't know too much about his throwing ability. I don't know who throws better at it, him or Tommy. I know he's a really good player. And I know that a couple times this year they played Idaho. Sean Chambers did not play that much. They played Montana. Sean Chambers did not play that much. Even when they played Sac State, I don't know if I saw Sean Chambers that much. it seems like every time they get in a big game situation, they don't put Sean Chambers in. Now, obviously, I'm not in their locker room. Obviously, I'm not on their team, so I don't know what goes on behind closed doors. But it seems like a lot of times Sean Chambers is not getting on the field when they play these big games. But then they played Eastern Washington. Dude had 5 touchdowns, and it's like, oh, this guy. I mean, I think he was Big Sky Player of the Week, but you know, it just seems like a lot of times they're not giving him the burn that he deserves. I mean, he's a really good player, and we don't see him enough. Looks like they've got some pre-snap confusion here. I don't know what it was, but they're going to end up getting a false start penalty here and back them up 5 yards. I mean, I think it was that the center, basically everybody went, but the center hadn't snapped the ball yet. And that is a snap infraction. 5 yards, same as a false start. They're going to back them up. Definitely the crowd noise played a factor in that, but yeah, bad for them. They're going to start at 1st and 15. And this is where the defense of Montana is just going to swarm you. You give them in advantageous situations with the sticks, and they're going to swarm. This is going to be the Levi show right here. Let's watch Levi Janacaro right here on the line of scrimmage. And they're going to try to bring this band block across. So with this band block across, you see how they're blocking everybody down. They're blocking everybody down. This is split zone. So you're going to run this band block across and try to have him kick out Levi. You want him to dig Levi out and kick him out because your window, let's go to the end zone view. Let's go to the end zone view. So look, you want this BAM guy to kick Levi out. Your window's right here. This is where they're trying to run. This is where they're trying to get this run to. You want to hit this window right here. They're blocking everybody down. This I think this is the guard. He's probably going to work up to try to get Braxton. Yep, he's working up to get Braxton. But you hope that he's got Levi kicked out. This is a really good play by Levi. This is a really good play by Levi. He knows what they're attempting to do. He knows where they want to run it. He's obviously probably been in the film room. He's obviously seen this team enough. They don't change too much of what they do year in and year out. And you know, he makes the play. And then obviously hold him up until the cavalry can get there. I think they might have got 1 yard on that play. Great play by Levi. Gonna try to run another one, and it's gonna be Gub. Gub comes upfield and nearly makes this play. He definitely influences the play. He's gonna beat number 63, gets a hand on him, but then you got Braxton right behind him. Let's look at the end zone view. The end zone view is much better. Got the pre-snap motion, and it's just looks like stretch to me, but hopefully in the Cats position, you're hoping that this guard can get in front of Gub. Gub does it perfectly, gets upfield, influences him, makes him stop his feet, and the cavalry's right there. Great play, TFL, and now you got the Bobcats in the 3rd and long situation. 3rd and long, you got 4-by-1 formation. You're gonna motion your running back into the backfield, and they were kind of late. Look at the play clock here. Look at the play clock. The play clock has 2 seconds on it. The play clock has 4 seconds on it, and he's making an audible. He's finishing making an audible. So he's trying to get set. They're just very discombobulated. Riley Wilson's going to take advantage of that. Great play by Riley Wilson. Sniffed it out, made the play. Let's look at the end zone. See, our guys aren't even really set. Our guys aren't even really set when they snap the ball. But it's like, if you look at this, they snap the ball. Their guard isn't even getting off the ball yet. The ball snapped, the guard's still in his stance. He hasn't moved yet. He's still barely moved. I mean, they were not ready. The crowd noise was definitely a factor in this game, and it showed. And then big plays like that are the result. Great play. Great play. Okay, so I also posted this one on Twitter. But we're going to look at it right here. You're going to get this field goal here. Watch Mr. Gub. So Gub just made that play. He's been terrorizing this team the whole game. He's been controlling the line of scrimmage up front. Let's watch this play right here. I'm going to put it in slow-mo. Watch Gub's right hand. I don't know about you. That looks like a block. And that looks like Gub's hand definitely influenced that kick. We're going to give him a block for it. I said it was a block on Twitter. I'm standing by that. Gub got a blocked field goal, along with all the TFLs and everything else he did. We only had 1 sack throughout this game, so it wasn't very dominant in that aspect of the game. But in terms of controlling the line of scrimmage, I think our defense and offense did a really good job of that. Okay, so you're going to get Aaron here, and this is just the RPO. Because if you watch the front side of this formation, if you watch the front side of this play, pretty sure our guys are just blocking. Yeah, our guys are just blocking front side. So this is a run, and Clifton made a decision that he was going to throw it to Aaron. You're gonna have Aaron on this one-on-one fade on this outside. It's gonna turn into one high. You got this safety coming down, this boundary safety coming down. It's gonna be one high man cut or one high really man coverage. They bail, but they're really in man. We really can call it 3 match. So cover 3 match, where he's got this third, but it's really man. This guy right here has got this hook curl flat, but it's really man, and you got man down here with one high safety. But you're gonna take your one-on-one shot on the sidelines, which if you're gonna take it, you want to be successful for it, especially passing on first down. You want to be successful with it, and he was. He's gonna do the play fake. Watch Aaron at the bottom of the screen with the release. Good release. Get upfield. Clifton gives him a ball. Great catch. We'll put it in slow-mo, but it's a great catch, and great toe tap on the sidelines. 1 foot down. We're in college. That's a catch. Great play, Aaron. Let's watch this end zone view. Let's go. RPO or run, and then he's deciding to pass it. Great catch. Great hands catch. Way to catch it at its highest point, over his head. Late hands. Just everything. Toe tap. That's perfect. That's perfect. That's a great play right there. So this play isn't anything drastic. I just want to show it because I broke this down for Portland State, but I want to illustrate it because everybody in the country probably does this. We do this in the pros. We did this in college a lot as well. Watch Junior run this 5-yard out. This is something that Keelan had scored on, not the out, but the fade part of it, and I broke it down in Sac State. This is the exact same play. You're going to have Junior run this 5-yard out. Watch, he's looking, look at his eyes now. He's looking outside to see what that corner is doing. Look at the shell you have on the inside. It's going to be cloud. It's going to be cloud. You're going to get a Tampa 2 shell. So you got the Tampa here. The Tampa is by this linebacker playing this deep hook. You got a half, a flat down here, if you can see it, and a flat up here. That's Tampa 2. Junior knows this. Junior knows it's cover 2. So when he runs his out, he's going to tight turn. Tight turn. Tight turn meaning he's not going to run into space. He's going to hook it up. And Clifton put a good ball on him knowing this and knowing that corner was there to save him from taking a big hit and to protect everybody involved. Tight turn it. Good catch, good play. It's only about 4 or 5 yards on second down, 3 or 4 yards on second down, but it's just the technique and it's just the small things. It's just the little things. They're doing the little things right. Tight turn that, and that's just what you're coached to do. They're just execution. I think that was good execution. So you got a third down here. And this is just a good play by Clifton. This is just a good play by Clifton and a good play by Eli. You're going to get this mesh on the inside. No OTB. So you got the mesh on the inside. Junior here who went on a pre-snap motion. They were bunched pre-snap. He went on a pre-snap motion. It turns into a 2x2 formation out of 11. You got 3 receivers on the field, 1 tight end, 1 running back, 11 personnel. You're going to run the mesh on the inside with a corner at the bottom and a corner at the top by the 2 receivers on the outside, and you got a swing route a swing route by the running back on the right side. Clifton basically just sees all this space. He looks at his setup on the over top. He looks at if he's potentially got anybody. He decides that there's really nobody that is really going to open up. He maybe could have waited on these guys on the inside. He might have had Schaefer late, but he's also got pressure a little bit. He gets a little bit of pressure. So good by him to get the ball off to his check down, and Eli turns it into a big play. Great play on third down. Another third down conversion. That's just really good football. That's just really good technique sound football. Look at it. It's not really there. Give it to your playmaker in the flats and let him do the job. And Eli does exactly that by getting a first down. Great play to keep the drive alive. So right as they did this, I knew that. Well, okay, I'm going to tell you guys from my standpoint. From my standpoint, I'm sitting like, you barely can't see me. I think this is me right here. I'm sitting right here the whole game. So I got a really good view of the game. And I remember Aaron hadn't even really done anything this drive, and they took Aaron out. They put Racanelli in. To me, it seemed like they were trying to have all their ones in for the whole game. You know, this game matters to Houck. A lot of times people say like, oh, treat it as the same week, but it's not the same week. It's the Cats. Like, it's a little different. And this game, if you notice, defensively and offensively, there wasn't a lot of rotating going on. The guys who were starters were playing most of the game. I know Keali Yayat got a little bit of time. I don't know so much about the defensive rotations. I didn't see too much rotating going on, though. The corners were the corners. The safeties were the safeties. Running backs were Osmo and Eli. Like, Obviously, linemen don't rotate, but I didn't see a lot of different receivers in the game. But they brought in Racanelli in here, and I know he's a 2. I know he's a backup to Aaron and Keelan on the outside. Well, he just kind of really plays all of them, but I know he's not a starter. They brought him in, and I immediately, my ears got perked up like I was a dog. Like I was like, what's going on here? Then they did this motion, and I was like, okay, what's going on here? And then when you see the play out, it's like, oh, that's what's going on. Great. I mean, they almost had us here. Almost had him. Almost had him. Good block by Eli, and good block by Nick. And Racanelli is going to put a good ball on Junior, and Junior's going to get into red zone territory. Great play. Great play great time to call it. Man, I can't say it enough about how good Coach Pease has been at calling the offense this year, and just at the right times. You know, a lot of times with these plays, with these trick plays, it's got to be the right time and the right situation. And Coach Pease has been really good at discerning when to call these plays and when not to call these plays. Just really good execution by him, really good execution by the guys on the field. Just great play by everybody involved. Great play. Great play. And it's a big play for the Griz. Big play for the Griz. So you're going to get the Griz here. They're going to try to run this screen to the left side, and it looks like 2 vert concepts, or maybe a sluggo concept up front. I'm not sure what they're trying to run on the front side, but it wasn't there. It just wasn't there. They got us, and, you know, Clifton's got to figure out but if you see down here, they're definitely trying to run like some type of screen or something. It's not there, and Clifton's going to scramble. But this is what gets us behind in the chains. We end up getting a holding here. I think they called a holding here on Casey. They called a holding right here, right there. And that's going to back the drive up. Okay, so I just wanted to break this down for one reason and one reason only. You got us in a 2nd and long. We're most likely playing for a field goal here. You don't really got much here, but the Cats, having the Griz backed up here, are going to run 0. So you got 6 guys coming, and you only have 5 blockers. They run 0 here, and I really think he should have looked to the right side. If you know that you're going to get 0, everybody here on the left side is running something vertical. Nobody's running something quick. And in the pros, a lot of times, you know, at least with my team, there's usually a hot check. I would suspect this to be the hot check if you know you're getting blitzed, if you know you're getting pressure. I don't know so much what Clifton was going through Clifton's head. I don't know if he knew he was hot here, but you always want to look at those safeties. Just know what you have on the field. Look at those safeties. You know they're flat across the top, so there's no high safety. Everybody's got a man here, and everybody else is blitzing. Knowing that Junior has this 2-step, 3-step slant here, I'm looking there immediately. That's your outlet for your slant. That's your outlet for your blitz. I mean, that's who can alleviate this pressure for you. I would look there as soon as this ball is snapped. Ball snap, pressure, I'm going there. Fair warning, I have never played quarterback. I don't know how difficult it is. I don't know what he was looking at. I don't know what his reads are. I don't know what he's being coached. I'm just telling you what I've seen done in the past and what I know. He's got this slant here. You've got pressure. That's your hot. Junior might actually score on this play too, because you know Junior, we all know how Junior can make people miss. I mean, that's your hot right there. You have all these guys on vertical routes. Nobody's even looked at the ball yet. Junior's looking at the ball right now. Right as that pressure would have been in your face, you would have an outlet right there. It ends up being a sack. Guys got beat a little bit up front. That's okay. I just wanted to point out how, guys didn't even get beat up front. Let me correct that. Guys did not get beat up front. There's just 6 guys rushing for 5 blockers. So no matter how you slice it, there's too many, and Clifton's going to get pressure. I just think if he would have had this back, you probably would have looked at your hot by the slant on this left side as we're looking at right now, but in the right side of the formation, that would have been able to bail you out right there. It's okay. So let's look at this play. Let's look at this play for a second. I keep breaking down every freaking play, and it's because, like, there's so many good little things that this team did right. This play, this drive is basically nothing. We're playing for 3. So we're going to run some vertical concepts, maybe try to get somebody deep, possibly pushing a tight end into the flats here who might have had a little something, maybe been able to get something, but there's not really anything. You're running Keelan over on the bottom side here on this curl. He's not there. So, and Clifton gets pressure on the inside anyway. You know, Clifton gets pressured on the inside, so he has to scramble out. They're going to run the stunt. Again, that gets him pressure up front, and he's gonna throw it off to Eli. So they've got one, he slips, But then they got Eli dead to rights. This is 2-on-1. Like, this is a tackle for the Cats, an easy tackle. And just watch how Eli's going to turn it into more than it should have been. Like, I don't know what 4 was doing, going off to the side. Like, go straight at him. I mean, I'm not going to judge it, whatever. But number 10 Eli turns it into more than it should have been. And I just think that epitomizes what I've been talking about, of how he will turn nothing into something, whether it be 1 yard, 2 yard. He's not going to take a loss of yardage, and I think it's awesome. Fake option again. You're going to get the fake option again here. So you're going to get this fake option. Fake pitch by Montana State, and it's honestly blocked up decently well. You got the puller coming around, getting on Braxton, but I think I know what messes him up here is this guard is trying to work up field. No, that might be a tackle. I think, yeah, this tackle's trying to work up field, and he's late getting to Braxton. But then he doesn't even realize Riley Wilson is still working to the ball. Good play by Riley Wilson. Rough play for number 72. Just he's not able to get over there. He's just not able to get there. Great play by the Griz. Fake sweep. Everybody stays home a little bit better than they did last time. I think that got the Griz pretty bad last time they did that, but he runs into his own guy and it kind of stops his momentum. Works out for the Griz in the Griz's favor. So this is awesome. This to me is one of the best defensive stops that they had throughout this game, because they've got the Cats have the Griz in a 2nd and 1 situation. The Cats had a big run by Julius Davis that got them about 30 or 40 yards. 25 to 30 yards down the field and got them really in Griz territory. Now they're knocking on the door of red zone territory of the Griz. And, the Griz, this is awesome. Let's watch Gub here. Gub is going to win immediately here. This is 2nd and short. This is 2nd and less than a yard. Like, the Cats get this first down 10 times out of 10 any game of the season. And just watch Gub. No. I'm going to win. You might get this 10 times out of 10 when you're not playing the Montana Grizzlies, but when you're playing the Montana Grizzlies, things go a little differently. This is great by Gub. This is awesome. Win now, TFL. Great play. But not only that, let's watch the end zone. Watch him. He's right here at the 1 technique, or at the 0 technique. Just a win now. And the center was trying to block him. Watch how the center falls over from the handwork that Gub put on. Good hands, quick feet, there. TFL. So now it's about 3rd and 4. Also, a pretty easy first down for the Cats to get something. I talked about this during the Sac State game. I think they talked about it in the Idaho game as well when Montana State played them. These are downs that the Cats are very good at. 3rd and short, 2nd and short, like 4th and short. That's their bread and butter. They're a running team. They're built up front first. Like, they get these. And the Griz are having absolutely none of it. So here we're going to be watching Levi. Watch Levi Janacaro. He's right here. Pay close attention to him. Watch him. Shoot the gap. I'm here. Great play. Great play by Levi. Shoot the gap. Meet him at the hole. Thank you. Let's watch the end zone. He's right here. In there. They're just trying to run a simple inside zone. What looks to be an inside zone. You want him to be able to cross the face. You want this tight end to be able to cross the face of Levi so he can't get in there. He's not able to. And Levi makes the play. Great job by Levi. Great play. And that was a 3rd down. And that forced them on 4th down to go for it. I don't know how often the Cats have gone for it on 4th down. They started going for it quite a bit on 4th down. I think they might have thought that their kicker missed that kick. I attribute that kick being missed. I don't think it was hit very well, but I also attribute that miss to Gub. But, they've had struggles in the kicking game all season. We saw that throughout this game with that kick. And I don't think they had much trust in either of their kickers. So they're going for it on all those 4th downs that are in, no man's land, really. And this is just going to be another play where, you know, they're taking that deep shot when I don't think they had to. So look at this. They took that deep shot on a slot fade. Once again, 50-50 ball, covered really well. This is something that my coach with the Stars, my receiver coach with the Stars would always say. Like, those 50-50 ball fades, like, they are very low percentage completions. Like, the percentage that, like, the chance that you're going to complete those are very low. The 50-50 balls in the end zone, like when you're on the 5-yard line and you throw a back shoulder fade, those are low percentage completions. Like, so for this to be a majority of the deep shots they took in the game, it's no surprise that your team went 4 for 16 in the passing game when all you're really doing is trying to chuck up 50-50 balls and hoping that your guy comes down with it. It's not very creative. We don't bring really any pressure here. The Griz are going to sit in rush 4, and really looks like I don't know. I kind of want to say a cover 6 defense. I want to say cover 6 because it looks like he's in a quarter. Looks like he's in the middle of the field. This might be 3 cloud. This might be cover 6. I'm not so sure. Really looks like some type of 3 cloud or cover 6. But anyway, you're throwing that slot fade. But if you look at the man on this route right here against Corbin, he's open. Take the easy money. It's a 4th and 5. He catches that. He gets a first down. Easy. He's catching it at the first down. But they take the deep shot. It's not there. It's covered really well by Ryder. And that just goes to show about the lack of creativity in their pass offense that I think exists for the Cats. And if it continues to be that way, I think they're going to struggle in the playoffs with teams that are good at stopping the run. You know, any team that they face that is really good at stopping the run, I think they're going to have trouble being able to find success offensively because it makes you really one-dimensional. If you can't get ahead in the sticks on 1st and 2nd down, that makes it hard on 3rd and 4th down for you to be able to be any type of successful. Okay, I think this is awesome. So you got this 4x1 set. They ran this once before on either the 1st or 2nd offensive drive. I think it was the 1st offensive drive, but you got this 4x0 set. I'm calling it 4x0 because you got 4 receivers to the front side, 0 receivers on the back side. I think they did that to get as many bodies on this front side as possible so that you have a lot of space on the back side. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. I ate breakfast like a couple hours ago. Hang in there with me. I'm doing great. My voice is a little gone. You know why my voice is gone. Just hang in there with me. So you got this 4x0 set. You're going to run this quarterback counter read. I think he's reading this in man on the line of scrimmage. Number 95 goes upfield. You got the 2 pullers in front of him. He's going to pull it. Number 95 hesitates, and it's wide open for Clifton. We'll see the end zone view after this, but wide open play. Great run for about 20 to 25 yards. I thought that hit was late. It definitely was late, but it was a little bang bang, so they didn't call it. But great run, great scheme by Coach Pease to put them in that set. Great coaching, great execution by everybody involved. Watch the guard and tackle. They're going to pull around. Osmo's going to take the read. He's reading number 95, who is right here. 95, who's actually the D tackle. I think he's initially reading the inland man on the line of scrimmage, but the way Montana State does some of these stunts at the line of scrimmage works out to where he ends up reading the D tackle. He reads it correctly. Even the cameraman was a little faked out. The cameraman was like, wait a minute. Nope, Clifton's got it, and he's turning it into a big run. If you tell me this isn't late, I thought it was a little late. Nah, it's not late. That's not late. I wouldn't call that. I was definitely in the stands asking for a flag, though. I'll tell you that right now. So you're going to run this spot concept down here. You have X in the game. A lot of times when X is in the game, I think you're trying to get it to him or you're working something that has him involved into it. You're going to run Osmo out as basically a lead blocker for this. And you have X on the swing route. You got Keelan on a spot. You have Junior on a corner. And you have Aaron on what looks to be maybe a dig or a curl up top. He doesn't really finish the route because he sees Clifton about to scramble, so you don't get to see the top of the route. But you see the concept. They got a lot of guys in coverage. They're basically dropping 7, and they have 4 rushing. Should have that blocked up pretty well. I don't think he liked the numbers out here to X, so he didn't throw the swing route to X. There's decent numbers out here for the catch. You got 4 white jerseys right here and only 2 to block if X were to get the ball. I think that's a good decision by Clifton, but also you have one guy underneath and one guy over top of Aaron. So he didn't get the ball to him, but Aaron scrambles then. And what I think what he wanted Aaron to do was right here is Aaron worked up field, work back now. You even saw Coach Houck after the play going like this, work back to the ball, work back to him, because one, you're running out of angle, so you're running out of space, but also you're making it hard for Clifton to put a ball anywhere with any type of air under it or anything underneath it, so he can't really get a ball to you. So he throws it really at Aaron's feet and it skips to him, but you know, if Aaron would have worked back, they might have had something decent. But good play by Clifton to not take a negative on second and about medium, second and about 6 or 7. Good play by him. So you got the Cats backed up right here, and you're gonna get their guy to jump right here. You can't really see it that much, but their guard's gonna jump right here. Watch him. Just a little flinch. Little flinch gets him. Great punt by number 28. I'm not so sure about his name. I'm blanking on it right now. But then, because they're backed up, they're about on the 2-yard line, maybe the 2.5, maybe 3-yard line. They're really backed up. They're just gonna try to get what they can. So they're gonna go this QB sneak here. It's not gonna get much. I'm not gonna get anything actually, but good play by the Griz. Great play by the Griz. So they're backed up. They're gonna run this inside run play to Julius Davis, and it's blocked up pretty well. I mean, that's a pretty good hole. You got Gub sealed off. Gub's still getting penetration, but the center's pushing him in the right direction. You got the guard working up, guard and tackle working up. That's a good run. That's a good run by the Cats. So now you got a 3rd and manageable for the Cats. What play will they draw up? Pre-snap motion. Hand off to number 3, and he's going to be unsuccessful. Really good tackle here by Flink. Really good tackle here by Flink. That's why I told you on that one. That's why I said on that one play where Flink did not make the tackle, I know he wishes he would have made the tackle, because he's a good tackler. He makes tackles. He's always around the ball. Great play. Great play to show up, make the play. Awesome. Watch Flink here. Shows up, make the tackle. Good play. Good play. Great play. So because they were backed up, the Griz got the ball around the 50-yard line after their punt, and the Griz are gonna give Kaili'i Ayat his first playing time in his first Brawl of the Wild. Let's see how he does. Pass play to start. Running a curl concept. You got Booby Drew Deck on the OTB. So you got the OTB here, or the Hank as they call it, Junior on the flat route, and you have the receiver at the top on the curl. He hits Booby on the spot route, and it's an easy completion on first down for about 5 yards. Good play by Kaili'i Ayat. He's got a little pressure in his face. Good job by them. Way to stand in there and complete it. Good play by Drew. So following that play, I believe there was a false start or a delay of game. There was something that happened. I'm not so sure about it, but they backed us up 5 yards, and you're gonna get this. It looks like curl concept at the top. Not so sure, but it definitely looks like there's some confusion within the routes. It just looks like nobody got open in time. It looks like he might have been working here at the top, but I don't know. It seems like the top of these routes are just kind of not so crisp at the. I mean, they're crisp at the top, but this just looks confusing to me. This makeup with Junior and Keelan. I mean, Keelan's definitely on some type of curl concept coming back to the ball. Aaron's on a curl concept coming back to the ball. Booby's on a flat down here. I think Junior might have been on a seam or like an inside post and started looking for the ball a little early, maybe. I don't know. And then it's just in panic mode now. Gonna try to get the ball off. And he's gonna try to throw back across his body. Incompleted. Great that it was incompleted. Could have been way worse. But, I mean, it's blocked up decently well. The pocket's pretty good. I mean, you got the stunt. I mean, not the stunt, but you got Greeby on this spin move, which kind of collapses it a little bit. But Casey's still doing a good job staying in front of him. It's just that could have turned out pretty bad. Definitely a learn and play for him. It's a cat game, so I'm sure he had a little bit of nerves, but he showed up. and did the job. Gonna get a little pressure here. So right here, let's see, you're gonna get this safety blitz, this safety in this linebacker blitz. They're only, I mean, they're rushing 5, so they're rushing really as many as we can block because we got 5 linemen, but they're rushing 4 on this right side, so we only have 3 blockers on this side to block 4. So one's gonna come free. If I was Kali'iyaya, let me clarify, I've never once played quarterback. Coach P's never let me throw a ball. Coach Houck never let me throw a ball. Coach Stitt never let me throw a ball in the game. I've never played quarterback. I've never been behind center. So I know this is a hard job, but you got to find a way to throw this away. You probably just don't want to take a sack here. Just throw it away. I mean, you got Aaron coming back to the ball. Maybe if you're not trying to hit him, just throw it out of bounds in his area. You got Nick Osmo right there. I know it's tough. I know he's young. He's confused. There's a lot going on. They just brought more on that right side than we could block. They dropped out Greeby into like a hook, probably like a hook coverage, and really just running 3 verts with a stop up top and a stop down at the bottom. Nobody's open, and we take the sack. Okay, so I think this was really good recognition by Trevin Gradney. I'm not so sure. I've watched this play so many times, and I try to figure out the zone. I wish I had an answer for you. I don't. Corbin's in a third here. But I mean, our linebacker looks like he's pushing up to a middle, but we have another safety right here playing a middle as well. And then our actual safety is staying down in what looks like a curl flat hook, maybe. I don't know. We got a lot going on here. A lot of guys across the middle, but it looks like Montana State's trying to run some vert here by number 1, some bender seam / inside post by number 2, and a dig by possibly like a dig by number 3 here. Looks like a dig or crosser by number 3, dig by number 2. So really a dig by number 2, crosser by number 3, vert / post by number 1. And then you have an under by the receiver on the top of your screen. But Trevin, if you watch him, he looks at the quarterback and he's really running. He's supposed to be running. I don't know if he's passing him off to the guys on the front side. He might be passing him off to Trajan and Braxton. I'm not so 100% sure, but he looks at the quarterback, recognizes, and makes a move for the ball. Instead of playing his man, that's just great recognition. He almost got an interception out of it. He didn't, but I mean, just great recognition by him. Let's watch. Trevin's going to appear from your screen from the right of the screen. Let's watch him. Watch him show up. Watch him. Watch his eyes. Look there. Both of them are looking at the ball. He saw number 6 look at the ball, and he looked at the ball. He's looking at number 6. Number 6 looks at the ball. Trevin looks at the ball, and he makes almost an amazing play. I mean, he was just a fingertip away from getting that interception. Great play by him, though. Great play by him. Great recognition. I'm not so sure who Tommy was throwing it to, but it did not work out for them. So you got a 3rd and short here for the Cats. So let's see what they do. Run play, and it's a stop. I thought this was a little close, honestly. I thought they might have got it. I honestly thought live watching it, they got it. But it was a 4th and short for them. And I believe they might have punted it away. Great play. I mean, look at Gub again. Every time we turn on this film, let's go to the end zone view. Gub is just affecting the line of scrimmage, moving the line of scrimmage. Look at this. Look at him push number 63 back. He's in the lap of the running back. This play happens because of Gub. I mean, not all because of Gub. Everybody else has to work as well. But Gub is there. I think this tight end probably just moved up a little fast on that progression. Thought maybe the running back would be closer behind him. He wasn't, and Kale's right there to make the tackle. Great play by the Griz. Great play by Kale. Really good play by Gub. And they get a tackle for no gain. And the Cats are going to go for it on 4th and short. Cats are going for it. Oh, wait, this isn't 4th and short. So this is actually right before halftime. So there's like 4 seconds left on the clock. The Cats are really just trying to close out the half and get out of here with, maybe a cheap Hail Mary touchdown, but they're going to try to scramble here. He tries to get out the pocket, and Kale is having none of it. Watch the rush by Kale here. Gets around the edge. Keep chasing him. Get that ankle. Great play. And it might seem like nothing, but that tackle was made on the 31-yard line. So this now gives the Griz an opportunity to kick a field goal, which they did do. Great rush. Around the edge. Get them down. Great play. Great play. That allowed the Griz to get their field goal team on the field. As you can see here, we'll just watch it real quick. First kick, he missed, but they got a roughing the kicker. They got a roughing the kicker penalty, so it was a 15-yard penalty. Brought it back. Ramos kicked it. You don't get to watch it from that angle, but right here, they brought it back. Ramos kicked it, and it was right down the middle. Great kick by him. And that'll end the first half. The Griz were up 20-0 at the end of the half, and it was awesome. The Cats are going to start off with the ball, and the Cats really, this first drive of the second half, drove directly down the field and got an easy score on the Griz. It looked like at this point that they were about to make a run and about to put the Griz on their heels and make this potentially a game. It didn't end up like that, but you know, it was looking to be that way early on in this first half. I will say that. In the second half, gonna get the Griz, and man, one high safety, and Tommy's gonna get that edge. Good play by Tommy on the read again. So you're gonna read it. He's reading, I don't know who this is on the edge. I think this is Levi on the edge. I believe that's Levi. Legacy. You're reading Levi Janicaro. He crashes down. He pulls it. Flink just can't get around that edge. And Tommy turns it into a big play. Big play in the Griz territory. Let's watch it from the end zone view. You got this read here. He's reading there. That's your read. He crashes. Tommy pulls it. And it's a race. High step. Good play by Ronald Jackson Jr. and Nash to make the tackle. Great play. Good play by the Cats, though. Good run by them. Good read by Tommy. Way to get around the edge. So, once again, and this is what I mean when I talk about the Cats' passing offense and the lack of creativity in the Cats' passing offense. You're going to have this slot fade concept here at the bottom. And once again, I think he might be able to hit the slant. You know, the slant looks pretty open to me. He's got the slant right there. And instead, he's taking his deep shot. And he doesn't even have pressure this time. A lot of times in previous passes, you know, he had a little pressure. He doesn't really, it's a pretty fairly clean pocket here. I don't know so much if the top is as clean as here. But, you know, this looks pretty good to me. This right here, if he's looking at this looks pretty good to me. He ended up not throwing it. Once again, he's throwing a 50-50 ball deep, which we haven't given a lot of up this year. So I don't know why that would be something that you guys would game plan. I don't know if the coaches during the week are giving him suggestions or just like based on coverages what they think will be there. But that wasn't there, and they tried to hit it already like 3 or 4 times now, and they haven't completed one. So, you know, I think I've seen that ball completed on the Griz defense like maybe 3 or 4 times all year. Maybe. I might be wrong. Somebody might have to check me on that. But I don't think that ball has been completed too much this year. And it seems like teams week in and week out. Is there like a rumor going around the Big Sky that like you can hit the Griz with slot fades? They're susceptible to slot fades. I know we run a lot of man, but it's like I figure teams would look back at the film and think, okay, they haven't given up a lot of these, so probably we shouldn't throw a lot of these. But still teams do. And they haven't been very successful. They just haven't. It's just the facts. If you watch the games, you can tell. Teams throw it a lot, and teams do not complete it very much at all. Gonna get this pre-snap motion by number 6. All for a run play. Number 22 is gonna get them down into red zone territory. Good run by him. Really, this is a missed tackle right here. Probably should be a run for about 10 yards. It's not, but good pursuit. Good pursuit by the Griz defense. Great run by number 32. Great run by him, but good pursuit by the Griz defense. I mean, the 2 guys who make the tackle are behind him. Flink makes the tackle, and Braxton makes the tackle. Watch them pursue the ball. Ryder slows them down, but the fact that they keep running after the ball, you know, they could quit, they could give up. But nobody's quitting. Nobody's giving up. Everybody cares. Everybody cares. And, I mean, you can win with that. You can win with that. Great run by them. Great run by the Cats. Great scheme by them. That's a good play. This is a good play. You got that split zone again, but this is the RPO read, I believe. So they're running that split zone, but I think if he were to pull this, it would then be a read between him and the tight end, whether he wants to run it or whether he wants to throw it to the tight end. He ended up handing it off, so it doesn't matter. But Ryder right here, man, just a missed tackle. He makes this tackle 8 times out of 10 times, 9 times out of 10 times. He missed one, but the pursuit is right there. Great by them. Great pursuit by them. And then once again, this is just going to be another missed tackle. This wasn't really an extravagant drive for the Cats. They had broke a couple big runs, but there was a couple missed tackles by the Griz here. And this pass, I mean, just a simple box route, simple 5-yard in route, and they're going to catch it and turn it into a touchdown. Watch number 6 here at the bottom. It's 5-yard in. He doesn't even really run it with that much like enthusiasm. I guess maybe this might be an RPO. Yeah, this is an RPO. Everybody up front is run blocking. So this is an RPO. Even the backside guy is blocking. Oh no, he's running a route. He's running a route too. But I think this is an RPO. So I think there was a run and a pass on, and he decided to go with the pass. Number 6 didn't really run the route with a lot of excitement or enthusiasm. Just a missed tackle turns into a touchdown. Good play by them. Good drive by the Cats. Got to give credit where credit is due. They drove right down the field and got a touchdown on it. Missed tackle right here. Got to make this tackle. Got to make this tackle. The Griz don't, and it's a touchdown. But following that touchdown, in typical Griz fashion, Coach Houck is going to scheme up a great return. Junior has not got a lot of opportunities to return the ball this year, and he's finally going to get one. He's going to hit it up top here. Good blocks, man. So let's look at this block by Micah. It's nothing drastic. He's not on the right type of, he's kind of broken down in his assignment, but watch him right here. Watch him right here. He gets enough of this guy, enough to open up that window for Junior. That's exactly where Junior goes. And Micah opened up that window. Also, the guy on the outside helped open that window too. But let's go to the end zone view and check this out. I think this was really good. Look, he barely gets anything of him, but he gets enough. Watch, he's going to get enough of 23 to where that just opened. That's enough. That's enough. That is enough. I'm sorry. That is enough right there. That is enough. That's all you need. And that's literally where Junior goes. Good block on the outside by what I think that was Barker. Good play, good return. Griz are inside Cat territory to start this next drive. Man, this is another good block. Another really good block. So you got second down. You're going to run Junior on this pre-snap motion and hand the ball off to him on this sweep. And watch Eli here. Watch Eli. He doesn't get a crazy kill shot block. That's enough. That is enough. And you got Schaefer on the outside, opening up the window, kicking number 30 out. That's a good run on second down. To get 8 on second down is, that's great. That's a great run play, greatly blocked up, just enough. Eli got just enough, and that opened up the window for Junior, and he's running for 8 or 9 yards. Great play on second down to make it 3rd and short, and the Griz will take that every day of the week, twice on Friday. And then 3rd and short for Eli. Looks like power. Got the guard. Or is that that's a guard. No. Yeah. Got the guard pulling around in front of him. Lee blocking. Doesn't really get much of him, but it's a run for a first down for the Griz. Let's watch the inside. So the Griz have been doing the wide splits for a lot of the season, but notice when they get into 3rd and short situations, those splits are at about 5 inches, 6 inches, maybe even shorter, but they're doing the short splits when they're in short yardage situations. Handing it off, 30 doesn't make the tackle in the backfield, and Eli is going to do enough to get the first down. So this is a really good play, and this is one of the plays, a play that makes me really happy for Drew. This is a guy who doesn't get a lot of reps during out the games, doesn't really get a lot of reps of anything. And, when he does get his opportunity, which is what coaches talk about, when you get your opportunity, be ready, because you don't know what that opportunity is going to look like. Most times, and when you get your opportunity, it's going to be a hard situation. It's not just going to be an easy catch like, oh yeah, get a catch and, it is what it is. Like most times when you get your opportunity, it's going to be something like this, and you have to be ready to make the play. So they're going to run this, what looks to me to be kind of close to a sail concept. It looks like Booby. Looks like Drew's running this sail up top. Keelan's running an in down at the bottom, and you got your running back pushing into the flats late. But you also have your tight end in the protection, so you have pretty good protection. Your running back's also checking for protection before going on to the flats. But this is one, a really good ball, and two, a really good catch by Booby. I mean, just great ball by Clifton on the outside, and great catch by Drew Deck. Let's look at the end zone view of it. Just really good. Really, really good by Drew. Let's watch it. Just watch here. 26. If you guys have watched that Idaho-Montana State breakdown, he was right there on that game winner by Hayden Hatton. His hand was like, I think it skit across his fingers when he dove for this ball. And this ball goes in between his arms. Look at this. In between his arms into Drew Deck's hands. I mean, if there was ever somebody who's been literally inches away from making plays, especially right here on this third down, I mean, dang. Was that a third? That might not have been a third down. But still, I mean, he was right there to make the play, and he did not. Gonna get this counter again. You're in this 4x0 set, as I'm calling it, this 4x0. Let me get back to it. So you're in this 4x0 set here again with the running back on the backside. You're going to fake it to the running back and run the quarterback counter is what I'm going to call it back. You got the two pullers coming out in front, and he's just going to read this end man on the line of scrimmage. So let's see what he does. Let's see if we can decipher what's going to happen. End man is crashing, but he pulls it. Or he is pulling. He's going to pull it because the end man's not coming upfield. The end man's not coming upfield. He's crashing, so he's going to pull it. I think what this guy was trying to do, I think this guy noticed the pullers right at the snap, so he's then trying to get back across to get in front. He's just not fast enough. This play really doesn't turn into much, but it's just the set, the formation that we haven't seen all year, and this counter quarterback read that we've been seeing all year. Great play. Not really a great play. Decent play on first down. Gain of like 3, 2. You got a second down. Okay, I love this play. So first off, pay attention to the pre-snap motion. Pre-snap motion, bringing Junior in motion. What is the corner doing? He's following him. That means it's man coverage. You got one high safety. This safety's coming down. He's going to be guarding the tight end. Let's break this down a little bit. Number 8. He's, I think, 4th or 5th on PFF's ratings for highest rated corners in FCS football. I think his name's like Lavelle Price. I think it's something Price. I don't know exactly his name. His number's number 8. He's been one of the highest rated corners on PFF all year. I thought it might have been number 4, number 1. It's not. It's him. It's him. He's the guy. And Junior's going to cook him here. You're going to run this little nod route. So, you know, the Griz earlier in this cut up, we talked about how Junior ran that out and he tight turned it because of the coverage. This is just a variation off of that route concept. Aaron is still running the more route on the outside to make it look the same. Junior's making it look like he's running that quick out. And as you see on the bottom, they are running the out concept, the out more concept down here at the bottom. Out by number 2, more by number 1. But Junior up here is running what we call a nod route. So he's going to look at the out, nod at the out, and go up field to the post. Works out perfectly here. Clifton gets a little pressure in his face late, and he's still going to deliver the ball right on Junior. Great freaking route by Junior. Great route by Junior. Really good ball by Clifton. Right on his face. Move at the top of the route, and it's a touchdown. Touchdown. Great play. Can't really see the route here, but we can watch Clifton make the throw. Backing up. Great ball. Did that get hit? That got hit. That D lineman kind of touched that. Maybe a little bit. Good ball. Good catch. Touchdown for the Griz. The Griz, right after the Cats went down and scored and made it a 27 game. The Griz go back down and score, make it 27-7, putting them back up by 20 points, and they would really boat race from this point on. Okay, I just had to put this play on here. Because it's a missed opportunity for the Cats. We just went down and scored. They had scored on their first drive of the game. I don't know, or their first drive of the half. I don't know if this would have been a touchdown, but the Cats are going to run this post concept on the front side over here, run it to number 6, and he beats Trevin. I got to give credit where credit is due. Trevin does get beat on this route. It's a really good ball by Tommy Malott, and they just do not come down with it. Good release here at the top, and he's just going to win with speed after the release. Set him up outside, inside release, take him over top, and you just, especially in this moment, they ended up calling a holding on Ryder. I think number 14 was going to run an out, or was going to run a corner, and Ryder was covering him like he was going to run a crosser, a deep crosser, and then he pivoted and went to the out. But you got to make this play. In this moment, I mean, this is a play you have to make, and this is something that hurt Montana State during the Idaho game. I've never watched that South Dakota State game, so I don't know so much what happened during that game. But this is something that was a problem for them early on, was a problem for them in another loss that they took. And I mean, this is a play in this moment, in this game, with everything that's on the line. You have to make this play. You have to make that play. And he drops it, and I mean, they ended up getting a holding on it, so they got a first down on it anyway. But this is just something that, I mean, you don't get opportunities like this, and they haven't been this open all day. I mean, they haven't been this open all day, and finally they get an opportunity. Like I said, I don't know if it would have been a touchdown. Might have been a touchdown. More than anything, though, you just have to make that catch. You got to make it. That's tough. That's tough. That reminds me, I was watching the Chargers game yesterday, and that reminds me of the Chargers game. Tough. Just tough. Another pass play and another deep 50-50 shot. So, okay, the play before that, they just hit the post play. And what have I told you guys about this offense? I don't think it's very creative in the pass game. I don't think their pass game is very creative, and you're going to see another example of that here. It's 1st and 10. This is a team that religiously runs it on 1st and 2nd down, religiously is trying to stay ahead of the chains, and you're going to get behind in the chains right off the bat by throwing a deep one-on-one 50-50 ball on 1st down, which you haven't hit all game. You haven't hit one of these all game, and you're going to try your shot here. I respect them for trying to get number 6 another opportunity after, not making the play before that, but you also got pressure in your face by Hayden. Number 48, he's going to get in there, put a little pressure on him, and the ball is overshot. I mean, that's just a low percentage. I can't state it enough. That is just a low percentage completion. Those don't get completed that much. Your chances of completing that are not very high, and it doesn't even help when you got pressure in your face as well. Pressure, ball out, not even close. Okay, first off, we're going to look at the great pursuit by Riley Wilson. Riley Wilson is right here. Watch him pursue. Watch him run this guy down. This is great. You can win with this. You can win with that. That is great. He's a little out leveraged. Don't give up on the play. Get a piece of him. Turns in the 2nd down into a 3rd down and medium. But also, let's watch Braxton here. Watch Braxton. He's like, oh, you're going to pitch it? I'm still going to put a hit on you. This just epitomizes the Cat Griz rivalry. This epitomizes it right here. Just every time you get a chance to put a shot on one of their guys, you're going to do it. Every single time. Without fail, you will do it. Trust. If you've never played in this game, I feel sorry for you. But watch Riley. Chasing him down. Lay out. Make the play. Great play. They still gained a couple yards on that, but I think that just pays dividends in the long run of the game. It just pays off in the long run of the game. 3rd down play. Great play by Braxton to set the edge, not let Tommy get on the outside. Watch Braxton set this edge here. Close it off on the outside. You got T-Rel, who got a little confused, but he's going to get back into the play, and they're going to tackle him on 3rd down. Great play. Great play here. This is awesome. Just pursue the ball relentlessly. Great play. Just watch it. Set the edge. He can't go anywhere. Everybody's in there on the tackle. Good job. All right, we got a 4th down. What's it going to be? Everybody's low. You got man coverage. One high. and he's just gonna miss. I mean, this is just a miss because this guy wins. I think he's got Ryder here. I think he got Ryder here. Ryder gets a little off balance on the release, and Tommy's really got this completion here. I mean, he's really got him there. You just got to put the ball on him. He tries to float it outside, and you know, that is just, you know, this isn't really any offensive creative or passing game creativity. This is just a guy getting open, but this is one that you really got to hit. On 4th down, you're trying to keep another drive going that, you know, was looking promising in terms of maybe being able to potentially put some points on. You're down by 20. It's like the middle of the 3rd quarter. You still got a shot at this game, and, you know, things like this, you just got to complete these, especially in this game. I mean, this is the biggest stage of the season. You got to hit that. You have to hit that. All right, we got a 2nd down. You're going to run this spot concept once again. And it seems like the Cats are definitely in quarters, but it looks like they're bringing a little pressure. They're bringing a little pressure, especially a little late pressure with their safety / nickel here late. They're bringing pressure, but you have numbers here out to the front side. You got Keelan on this spot. You have Nick Osmo on the swing for the horizontal stretch, and you have Junior on a corner route here up top. He kind of shakes the guy up top, but you know, he decided now that he's gonna throw the ball to Nick Osmo on the swing route. He throws it to Nick Osmo on the swing route. The guy trying to get there is the linebacker. Great, you know, try to get in his way by Keelan. Look at this by Keelan. Keelan tries to get in his way. You don't want to block him in the back. You just want to get in his way, slow him down. I mean, he just gets thrown by, but it's all good. We're not going to talk about it. Great play. Great play for about 15 yards. 15, 20 yards. Good decision by Clifton to just get the ball out now and let your running back work. He looks, I mean, look at him. Look at him decipher what he's got in front of him. What do I got in front of me? All right, now check down right away. Goes to it, and Osmo turns it into a big gain. Good play. Really good play. Okay, you got a 3rd down. You just hit like a little swing to Osmo around this side of the field this time. He got you in a 3rd and manageable after being in a 1st and long, 2nd and long situation after a couple like a penalty and other things like that. So now you're in a 3rd and manageable, 3rd and medium, 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6. You're gonna run this deep out to Junior, and Clifton is gonna put an absolutely beautiful ball on it. To watch it up top. Junior's got the out. He gets a little pressure up top. He gets a little, Clifton gets pressure in his face. First and foremost, Clifton gets pressure, and Clifton's gonna scramble, but he's gonna keep his eyes downfield. Great ball. I mean, this ball is awesome. Watch Clifton throw this ball. Perfect. 1st down on 3rd and down. Those are the big type of downs that you have to complete and have to convert in order to keep drives going, in order to be a successful offense. And Clifton does that at a really high clip. Scramble, keep him off you. Just look at the ball placement. Little wobbly, but there, right on the money. Great play, great catch by Junior, great route by Junior. Good play by everybody involved. Good play. Trying to run this screen. For some reason, I don't know if the Cats were keyed in on this. I don't know if it's because of the way they're rushing. They're not getting a lot of pressure sometimes by these D tackles, so they just end up in the way of the screen. They just end up kind of like accidentally ending up on the screen. I mean, when somebody does that and lets you go, that's just a sign. Most smart D linemen know, like, when they're releasing me, they're doing it for a reason. They got there for the screen. We didn't really get it, and he's just going to dirt it. Good play by Clifton. But that happened like 2 or 3 times during the game where we called screens and we weren't able to complete them because of Montana State defense recognizing it. Man, so you're going to run this little hook and, I mean, it's kind of like a hook and ladder, but it's like a screen and ladder. But Junior's going to come here on a pre-snap motion, making it look like we're running this little quick screen, and he's going to flip it to Osmo right off the bat. And we don't really get much out of it, but I thought it was pretty creative, pretty interesting. I mean, you know, Coach Pease has a couple of these in his sleeve every game, every week, you know, so I think this is pretty awesome. Pretty cool by him. Doesn't really get much out of it. Good play by Montana State's defense. Pre-snap, quarterback draw. This, oh my gosh. So a lot of people ask why ask about Montana's wide splits, and this is why Montana does the wide splits. The middle of the field is going to open wide open right here. You got the pre-snap motion. That takes the backer out of there. If you get this guy over the center out of there, you have nothing but green grass, and that's what we had on 3rd down. Great play. Great play. I mean, it's blocked up really well, but the line doesn't even have to do too much. AJ's got to move this guy. Journey's got to move this guy a little bit, but everybody's already on the outside. Like, everybody's already on the outside looking in, and they try to run this stunt with their end, but he's just a little late getting there. Great play. Rakinelli's trying to get that block. That's okay. It might have been a touchdown if he would have got that block, but, you know, great play by the Griz. Great play. Great third down conversion. Another third down conversion late in the game where it's just like, it's just a backbreaker for a defense, for any team. It's just a backbreaker that, you know, when you run into things like that, that's just a backbreaker. Man, so I truly think Montana's going to try to run this reverse to Aaron. So you're going to hand it off. Actually, I don't think you handed it off. You're going to fake the handoff to Osmo. He's going to end up being a lead blocker, and Aaron's going to come right behind him on the sweep. I think this is a touchdown. Look where he would have caught this. If he would have caught this right here, look what's in front of him. Let's play it a little bit more. This guy ends up being the guy that makes the play, but you got two guys over there. These guys aren't going to be fast enough to get out. Look, they're lost. If Aaron has this ball right now, you got 3-4 blockers for two guys and one more showing up. One of these guys is going to get number 4. Aaron might even be gone by the time he gets over there. This should have been a touchdown all the way. It's not going to be. He's going to end up dropping it, and I think they might have called a holding or something like that. They might have called something, but the next play, they're going to be backed up. But, man, that was just a big blunder by the Griz. Could have been a great play. Just a fumble. It's great that he got back on top of it, though. But just difficult play. Turned it in nothing into something, though. Great job by him for turning nothing into something. Great job. So the Cats, this is the start of the fourth quarter. The Cats are going to run this stop concept on the outside. Let me see what it is. I think they got 2 verts on the inside with stops on the outside. Oh, it's a little different concept over here. So they're running an under with a deep middle cross hash. They're running an under, deep middle cross hash, and a deep vertical, deep vertical with a deep middle cross hash. And then you're just running number 1 down here, number 2 on a stop route. Good catch, good route concept, good completion. Way to get the first down. Okay. Once again, this goes back to what I say with the lack of creativity in their offense. I think this is actually the same concept that they ran the play before. I think they just have an option. I think if the player is playing off, they run a stop. And if the player is pressed, they're running man. Because if you look at the front side, it's the same route concept. You've got this under, slant, whatever it is, vertical by number 2, and cross hash by number 3. This is the same concept. This is the exact same concept that they ran earlier in the game. It's just they have an option. Press, run fade, off man, run the stop route. It's press, he's running the fade, Tommy's going to work that side, and it's just not, I mean, he doesn't even give him a chance, really. He gets pressure late. That might have affected the throw. He gets a little pressure. He doesn't get the follow through for the throw. But, I mean, this is just a low percentage completion, man. This is just not high percentage. I'd rather probably take the under up here up top. Probably take this now. Or now. I don't know. Not that. That wasn't there. Incomplete pass. We move on. Okay. I actually stand corrected. This is a couple drives later. The Griz have had the ball back. They went 3 and out and punted. At the end of that last drive that we were looking at with Montana State, they went for it on 4th and 6 and were short. They ran like a little under route. Tommy hit it, but the guy was short of the sticks. So Griz ball, turnover on downs. So the Cats got the ball back after the punt that was actually muffed, that the Griz did not recover. The Cats recovered it on about the 5-yard line, and they've been driving a little bit. Here is actually the only slot fade that they hit throughout the game. It's honestly just a crazy play. Great coverage by Nash. They're going to run this slot fade on the inside. They really run the same concept, not the same concept. You got 2 verts down here at the bottom, inside vertical by number 2, outside fade by number 1. You got a slant by number 1 here at the top, and an inside fade by number 2, and it's just a good catch. Just great coverage by Nash. I mean, Nash gets his head around. He's in phase. He gets his head around looking for the ball. Gets his hand really on the ball. It just lands right on number 14's chest. There's nothing more Nash could have done right there. Great play by him. Let's watch it here from this end zone view. Let's watch it. Fade. Let's put it in slow-mo. Nash looks back for the ball, hits the ball, and it just lands in dude's chest. Just a great play. Great play by him. Okay, we're going to watch a few things on this play. This is going to be an interception for Trevin Gradney, his 5th of the season. He leads the Big Sky. He better be first team all conference. Great thing we're the conference chip, so, you know, our coaches get the most votes, so whatever. We don't have to get into that right now, but we should have a lot of first team all conference guys this year. Watch Gub here. Watch Gub. Tommy's going to scramble? No. Change the direction? No. He falls a little bit, but you got Kale, and then watch. Tommy's going to try to make something happen? No. Just great. Let's look at the end zone view. Let's look at the end zone view. Watch Gub contain this quarterback. This is one of the best. This is one of the fastest, quickest guys in our conference. One of the best statistically in our conference, and Gub is having none of it. Good job. Kale's there, but really, Trevin. Interception. Thank you. Great play. That's 5 of them. That's 5 of them. Yeah. Yeah. All right, and this is just going to be the straw that broke the camel's back. This will be the last. This will be the last drive that we're going to break down. The last play, the last couple plays that we're going to break down will be right here. All right, this is the play. So I broke this down on Twitter, but let's watch this. Watch this safety here. Watch this safety trigger. Watch Clifton on the read. Watch Clifton on the read. He hands it, but he plays his fake out. He plays his fake out. That 100% influenced the safety. He's coming down. He thinks Clifton's got it. He does not. And obviously, we're going to talk about the lineman as well. The lineman did a really good job opening up this run for him. But also, it made it easy because you had Clifton playing out the fake. Watch it. Good blocks up front. Look at this hole. Look at this hole. Great blocks up front. Everybody on the back end of this defense is playing downhill. So that gets them downhill when these guys block their holes. I mean, there's nothing but green grass in front of him. But watch the safety as well. Watch the safety as well. Watch him. He's watching Clifton. He's watching Clifton. He sees Clifton. He thinks he pulls it. You're wrong. And it's a touchdown. And he's going to run for days. Great play by the Griz. That was a dagger for them. And the Griz would go on to win this game 37-30. 37-7. That's going to be it for my breakdown today. There was a lot that I felt like I broke down in there. I felt like there's a lot more plays that I could have broke down in there. I'm trying to shorten this video because I have the all 22, so I know I was doing a lot of end zone views and a lot of wide views as well. But I appreciate you guys for tapping in. The Griz don't play again until December 2nd. We might break down a game or two of those somebody in the first round. If there's an interesting game, we might break it down there. I think there's a Big Sky team in there, so we might get one of those in there. But yeah, really good game for the Griz. Great ending of the season. 10-1 regular season. The first 10-1 regular season that they've had, I think, since 09 or 08. But the Griz are on to the playoffs. They got the number 2 seed in the playoffs. So they will have home field advantage for every game they play in the playoffs as long as they continue to win. Up until Frisco, they really control their destiny. If they win, they keep playing. If they lose, they're out. You know, if you win, you can go all the way to Frisco. You don't have to leave the state until January. So that's another plus. I mean, the Griz are sitting pretty. They got rings on their fingers now. They got the Big Sky Championship in hand. They got the Brawl of the Wild trophy in hand. The Cats are also on the same side of the bracket as Montana. So if everything works out to be the way it could be, they could have a rematch NY Griz late in December for the semis. That would be very interesting. Obviously, there's a lot of football to be played until then. But yeah, super exciting. The Griz are sitting pretty right now, as I said early on in the video. And yeah, I appreciate you guys for tapping in. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button before you leave. Hit the like button. Leave a comment for me. And I thank you guys for tapping in. I'll see you guys next time. Go Griz.